Hello, beautiful people. Right now, I'm going to be doing a video speaking on forgiveness. You can apply this to a twin flame or not. It's up to you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of, I think, everything. Not just twin flame. I think I'm just going to be speaking from the heart here. So, whatever I feel guided by spirit to say, I'll just say. Sometimes in life, cutting things out, walking away is very hard. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. Make no mistake about it. Okay? It's not easy. Okay? And no one said that it would be easy. So, from my own personal experience and me documenting this, for those who have been on the journey with me from the very beginning, you most likely have seen a lot of videos that other people have not been able to see, or didn't have the privilege of seeing at the time, when I first came on here. And so in this video, I'm just going to be, very truthful like usual and just explain, the highs and the lows. And I think that what I've been going through, I can honestly apply to any relationship. I don't think that it's just twin flame, to be honest with you. So for those that are tuning in, yes, I am a twin flame. It's not my entire existence, as I've been saying now of late. It's not my entire existence. There is life beyond just being with your twin. You see what I'm saying? Like, we all individually still have, our own goals and mission. So I really want to stress that importance, that it's not just about, being tied to the hip with someone. It's really about your own work, your own inner journey, I want to say. So I don't want to make light of the breakup. I don't want to make light of it. I don't want to make light of it at all. Just because I'm a very strong person and, on camera I'm able to be very strong, it does not mean that I don't, have my low days or low moments. And when I say low moments, I mean just wanting to, heal and not always being, full force, go, go, go. Like, there's a time and a place, You see what I'm saying? And so for other twin flames, whether you're a guy or girl who's gone through this process, either separation or, permanently breaking up for a long period of time, or, seeing your twin with someone else, like whatever the case may be, your twin with a karmic, or your twin, doing, exhibiting bad behavior or lying to you, you see what I'm saying? Or running from you. It could be so many scenarios. Like there's so many scenarios and so many, situations that can make you upset, and want to throw in the towel. So I'm not going to make light of that. Now, on camera is one thing, with my face on there and me talking, like that was not an easy video for me to make. So for those who saw that video, I just want to put this out here, like that was a very hard video to make. And of course I could have said a lot more, but there is a time and a place. And some things need to be personal and kept personal and private, and other things you can easily share. You see what I'm saying? Not only people in your own personal life, but online or in forums or whatever, whatever outlet or outlets you use to communicate a message or to connect with other people is entirely up to you. So every twin flame, at least that I've come across, that I've gotten to know, that I've supported, etc., through watching their videos or, purchasing products, whatever the case may be, because I not only listen to my own experience, my own thing, what I'm saying? I do go across sometimes and go on forums and stuff like that. So what I'm saying with that point is that everybody's going to have a different way of how they express pain, how they show pain, how they show happiness, how they feel happiness, what their love language is. For decades now, we've been talking about this whole love language thing. And I think that it's a good thing to, recognize that everybody has a different way of expressing pain, expressing happiness. So I don't want to make light of it, but I think that I'm making this video, this audio video here at the spur of the moment to simply say this. You cannot tolerate bad behavior. Whether you're a woman or a man, you need to have boundaries. You must have respectable boundaries. You must have a point or a line, if you will, in your life where you say, I am not going to accept X, Y, and Z. That's really what I want to stress the importance of, whether you're with a soulmate or a twin flame. It's very important, I think, especially for women, because us women, we always are, we naturally feel the need to be in this energy of giving. And I think what we need to understand is that our natural mode, a woman's natural mode is receiving. It's not just giving, it's actually receiving. The more masculine energy is supposed to be giving. The more masculine energy is supposed to be initiating, majority of the time, because the woman's natural energy is to receive. And then once a woman receives, then she can therefore nurture. So especially when it comes to twin flames, the runner chaser, whether you're a man and you feel like you're holding the more feminine energy, or whether you're a woman and you feel that you're holding more of the masculine energy, both are within us, correct? So it's all about the balance. It's all about perspective. So this is what I'm saying from my own experience is, even if you so-called care for someone or love someone, or you think that you're meant to be with someone, it does not mean that you're supposed to accept poor treatment. It does not mean that you're supposed to be at their beck and call every hour, every day, every year, and your own needs and wants are not being taken care of. Your own voice is being drowned out by giving so much. And it's a common mistake. It's a common mistake that especially a lot of twin flame females do make, because when you do meet your twin, all you want to do is finally open up the floodgates and give over that love that you've been holding up in your heart for so long. Do you see what I'm saying? And at the same time, there needs to be balance. There needs to be harmony. There needs to be a perspective and an equal give and take. And if those things do not exist, then that's when problems occur. So I'm saying all this to say that forgiveness, when you've been betrayed, when you've been hurt, when you feel like you've been taken advantage of, or when you feel like your voice has been lost at sea or drowned out by distractions or karmics or whatever the case may be, you have to understand as a woman or man that forgiveness is not for your twin or anybody else. It's for you. It's for you to pick up, yourself off the ground, to lick your wounds and move forward with your own life, because life is not going to stop just because of cheating or lying or, not communicating, or somebody moving away permanently, like relocating. Like, that's not going to change the fact that you have to forgive, but you also have to be in your own power, your own personal power, and say, no, I'm not going to accept X, Y, and Z. Forgiving someone does not mean that you have to rush back into their arms. Forgiving someone does not mean that you need to put up with their bullshit. That's not what forgiveness means. What forgiveness means is that I no longer let somebody else's flaws or lack thereof affect my life, affect my goals, affect my peace of mind. That is where the buck stops. Is where you say, no, I'm not happy. No, like you vocalize either to yourself or to your partner or whoever, could be an ex-friend, could be whatever the case may be. Because this can't only apply to twin flames. This could apply to a lot of different scenarios. But the reality is that you accept what you think you should accept. If you think that somebody not answering your calls or not getting back to you or choosing, material things, or like if you honestly think that certain things that somebody does is okay, but in your heart it's not okay, therefore you are not honoring yourself. When you allow someone to be a thief of your time and your love and your joy and your peace, that's when the buck needs to stop. And so that's what I've done. And like I've said before, I don't care who dislikes it or has a problem with it. It's my journey, it's my life, and all I'm simply doing is sharing advice or sharing words that I feel someone needs to hear. And trust me, someone will get the message. This is not going to be for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Some people struggle with forgiveness. Some people do struggle with standing up for themselves. It's unfortunate, but we've all done it. We've all gone through the fire. You see what I'm saying? Some people more than others have not been able to forgive and to then therefore move on or do whatever you think is best. Now, moving on does not necessarily mean finding somebody else. Moving on does not necessarily mean running back into the person's arms. It's whatever moving on means for you. You see what I'm saying? Moving on has different meanings for different people. For some people, moving on means physically moving. You see what I'm saying? For some people, moving on actually means physically moving. Like packing up your boxes and moving. Like moving out of country, moving out of state, moving out of apartment. For others, moving on means you're not in that relationship. You're not feeding that connection like you were before. You honor it, you value it, but you're choosing to, give someone else a chance, or you're choosing to, not be a doormat. Like moving on for different people can mean different things. For some people, moving on means you're blocking the person's number. But the reality is that it still needs to be done in love. everything you're doing in terms of forgiveness or moving on or changing how you treat a certain person based upon their behavior, based upon things that have occurred, it's going to be tailor fit and personalized to your own situation. So under no circumstance should anybody watch any video and step by step do what someone else is doing. You have to go within. Man or woman, you need to go within as a twin and figure it out yourself. You have to come to that moment where you realize that you're not happy, or you realize that something's gone amiss here, or you realize that after how many years of separation that you need to change the channel. You need to change the tune. You need to change how you are living. Because for those twins who have been in separation for years, and when I say years, I mean years, like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you have to change the channel. As Abraham Hicks would say, you got to change the tune. Right now, the radio is playing a sad tune, and you got to change that tune. You got to change that tune to a high frequency. You got to change that tune to attracting love. You got to change that tune to reconciliation. Like, for those people who have not been in contact for years, from my own experience, I'm telling you that at some point you have to change the tune. You have to realize that, okay, you have to be honest with yourself. That's step one, is being honest with yourself and saying, you know what, like, I need to look at myself, or look at what I could have done that has contributed to this, fragment in the connection, or the ending of the relationship. Like, you have to look at yourself and say, what have I contributed? And then once you've done that, you have to go a step deeper and a step higher, and then a step deeper and a step higher. It's a process of eliminating behaviors and patterns that don't serve the connection, that don't serve you, that don't serve your highest good. So I can only speak from experience, you see what I'm saying, and say that for those twins who have been on and off, or have had separation for years on end, you have to stop. You have to stop and look in the mirror, like literally, and you need to look at why you're not with your twin. It is a process. It's not some kumbaya, I'm gonna just go have a drink at a bar and nothing ever happened. That's not the reality. And if you ever want to have the possibility of being with your twin, or being with a soulmate, or moving on, or whatever the thing you want to do, it takes time. It takes forgiveness. It takes not only forgiving your twin, but forgiving yourself. As Jesus said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Sometimes we don't know what we're doing. Sometimes we have our blindfold on, and we have to take that blindfold off and look at the reality, and not wear rose-colored glasses all the time and say, listen, if you have not reached union after years, there is a problem. I don't care what anyone says. If you have been talking to your twin or dating your twin for 5+ years, or 3+ years, or maybe even 2 years, because most matrix relationships get engaged within a year or past a year. Some people in Hollywood have gotten engaged and married within months. So what's the excuse? And I know that And I know that for some people that the truth hurts hearing that, but that's true. Some matrix relationships that are super carnal and are not deep and have no spiritual connection and are not connected, in their heart. You see what I'm saying? They get engaged and married within months. So what's our excuse as twin flames here on this mission? We know what the so-called phenomena that we have experienced, that we are in. What's our excuse? What is our excuse to leveling up and getting this on the road? Like, what is our excuse to not being with our twin? There's issues. Let's be honest. There's issues. There's roadblocks. There's conversations that you have not had with your twin. Let's get real. Let's be honest. There is things that you have a problem with your twin about that you have not addressed. That's the reality. There is something missing. There is something missing. And if there wasn't something missing, you'd be married or you'd be living together. You'd be having a free-flowing, beautiful connection. I'm not saying that you would never have any problems, because that's a lie. But what you would have is harmony. What you would have is understanding. So in the midst of my pain and my growing pains and my transformation and me taking a step back from a lot of things, not just not talking to my twin. I'm not talking to my twin. That is just naturally how things have occurred in my situation. I can only speak for myself. So whoever doesn't like that, I can't help you. You see what I'm saying? I keep it real on my channel. So here's the reality, is that in my case, I know the chinks in the chains. I know the things that I don't like, and I'm not going to waver on it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to ignore it, because ignoring a problem or ignoring a way of doing things and not fixing it is therefore neglect. You're neglecting something, you're abandoning it, you don't want to face it, and that's why people are so easily, swayed to keep up this front, because you don't want to go deep. The reality is you don't want to go deep, or your twin doesn't want to go deep. Let's be real. Either your twin or yourself doesn't want to face something head on and fix it, and that's why around and around we go. And I think it's about time here that twin flames are able to face the music and not have on this, false mask all the time to put on a front. Like, it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help your twin. It doesn't help all your friends or family or whoever who's known of your twin or known of your connection that you've been able to disclose with them. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't help anybody. All it does is breed confusion and situationships and heartache. It doesn't breed life. It doesn't breed creation. It doesn't breed harmony when two people are running away from reality. And sometimes the truth does hurt. Sometimes you have to disconnect. Sometimes you have to, say, you know what, I can't stand in this shitstorm. If your twin is acting out of control and you have bigger fish to fry and you're doing well in life, you're not going to let your twin hold you back, are you? Surely you love yourself more than to be with somebody who doesn't love themselves. Like, my thing is this: how can I love someone? How can I love someone who doesn't even love themselves? Let that sink in for all the divine masculines watching, please. How can I love someone who doesn't love themselves? That's deep. So that's how I see it. Like I said, different people, different couples, different twin flame dynamics are going to do different things. Some are going to be able to forgive and kiss and make up. Others are not. In a short period of time. Everyone's different. But you have to also forgive yourself, and you also have to accept what is. Forgiveness is also about accepting what is and not trying to change, what is. Accepting it, standing in it, and facing it head on. So that's the little message I wanted to bring to you all. I told you guys that I wanted to focus on moving forward and healing and bringing clarity to not only myself but other twins out here, and sharing my journey. And I told you guys that I wouldn't be doing videos that I feel make me backpedal. I'm only going to do twin flame related videos that are going to propel us forward, and bring results. I'm not going to make useless vlogs my face on it to just say whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, that train has left the station. I'm only going to be doing videos in terms of my own journey, my own, twin flame readings I'm always going to do, but I'm saying in terms of the personal take, and dialogue, I'm only going to be doing videos that I feel are raw and real. I'm not going to be doing videos that I feel, kind of hide the pain. I'm not going to hide it, because that's what I'm in. That's what a lot of twins are in. From cheating, betrayal, the lies, the complete lies. Like, that can't be ignored. Just because someone's your twin doesn't mean you should ignore the truth. Doesn't mean you should just gloss over that this person's hurt you or that you've hurt them. You can't live like that. No one can live like that for a long period of time and not have everything around them crumble, because at that point, therefore, you are living a lie. Your twin is living a lie and you're living a lie. And that's the reality. So if people have been going at it for years and years and years, twin flames, and they're not in union, that's for a reason. And I don't think that anybody can gloss over that fact. If you've not been with your twin for years on end, that's for a reason. And if you have only come to this video today to realize that and to want to move forward to fix that, then good for you. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to ever be in a situation where for years on end, I'm having to run or chase my twin. Like, that's not going to happen to me, because I don't run away from problems. Like, I don't run away from problems. I face it, whether within myself or if I try to get the person on the same page and they're not on the same page, then so be it. And, there's been twin flame coaches and etc. that I've watched who are thankfully to God, they're actually being real. Like, recently I did see a twin flame video from different twin flame coaches talking about, like, the fact that if your twin is just openly lying to you and trying to string you along, you're not supposed to accept that. So for all you twin flame females out here, or men, who think that your twin has the right to string you along and never, give you anything you want, never listen to you, you're wrong. Because even other twin flame coaches I've heard from and I've listened to from my own experience, my own connection, have said verbatim on camera, you're not supposed to accept that. So if you're a male or you're a female twin flame and you're thinking that you're supposed to accept any crap that your twin throws your way, because you're wrong. Because all the twins who are in union have said that you're not supposed to accept that. You're supposed to stand up for yourself and say, no, I don't accept that. I'm not going to let you jerk me around. I'm not going to have you embarrass me. I'm not going to have you betray me. No, I'm not. So that's it. Like, that's it. You feel me? Like, I've seen real twin flames say that. You're not supposed to let your twin continue to play you like a fiddle. That's not what this is. That's not real love. If your twin loved you, they wouldn't lie to you. If your twin loved you, if they did lie to you to protect you, down the line, they would let you know what the deal is. They would not just string you along. Okay? So, yeah, that's all I got to say. And I hope you all were able to feel liberated and empowered from this video. And I really pray that whoever needs to hear this confirmation or get this help from this video was able to. But this is real talk. This is real life, this is real talk, and I'm so happy that I'm able to have the kahunas to come on here, regardless of how I feel, and tell you guys what the reality is, because that is the reality. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, in terms of twin flame coaches telling you not to entertain that, do the research for yourself. I've seen multiple twin flame coaches who are in union say that you're not supposed to let somebody, be with someone else and be with you, or lie to you, or not listen to you. That's not the point. Okay? You have to also value yourself and respect yourself first. Love and respect yourself first. So absolutely, forgiveness is not just for your twin or anybody else involved. It's for yourself. Forgiving yourself for putting up with that bullshit. I'm out of here.